What is good? Oh, dang, I just realized. That ain't good. I can barely see shit on YouTube. That sucks. Not gonna lie, I don't know really how to fix that. It's just kind of stuck like that. Not gonna lie. Yeesh. YouTube viewers getting it rough. I don't even know if I even have any YouTube viewers. I'm not gonna lie to you. Censored enough, I guess. I don't know how to. sense. I ate. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, okay, okay. Alright, you boys and girls ready for some deltarune? I believe this might be the last bit of the chapter 4. If not, then there's probably 2 more. 3 more, highly doubted, but there's a possibility. Yeah, unless they unless Toby Fox is able to pull shit out of his ass. But let's see. Let's see. Oh shit, gotta fix that. There we are. Oh yeah, we're up here. Nope. Over here. Alright. We're finally almost back to the fountain. Wait a second there. I got something for you. Hey, we're about to go in this dream, so good timing. I just about finished my letter. You mind delivering it for me? Deliver it? Like I said, when we wake up, it'll be gone, so... Yep, that's what I mean. This letter just have a read of it for me. Then, when you wake up, write it all back down, okay? Me? Write it all of it. Fucking click that. Okay, whatever. This old man's mind's gotta get some help remembering it. Alright, fine. I'll take a look. Okay, got it. Might miss a few things. You sure you want me to do it? Long as you got the point, the words don't matter. Okay, sure. See you later, old man. Alright, let's go get that fountain. The knight which makes with blackened knife. The knight which makes blackened knife. Okay, cool. Shall duel with heroes strifed by strife. Okay. There's no way to get back there, huh? Gotta do some climbing. None over here. We should be able to get to the fountain from here. All we have to do is climb up this. Huh? Ah, fucking bitch back. Hey! The knight. Damn it. You aren't stopping us this time. Susie, wait. You were actively trying, doing it way slower than you could. Stop going over there. Okay, it's following me. Damn it. Wait, so the fucking knight canonically killed Chris? I guess he doesn't care that much about him. You know, think about the knight. I actually was able to get to the second to the last attack on the fucking boss. I'll show you when it gets to the when we get done with this. What the fuck? Can't do that. fuck? Susie, don't. What did? What in? What in? Just let this loser get away? Hey, the hell are you doing? You goddamn coward! I slowly just turned Susie into a southerner. Damn it! I let them get away. This is supposed to be a fucking Barney. Like I do Barney, but it just starts slowly turning into fucking into a fucking southerner accent. Damn it! I let them get away. It's alright, Susie. We did our best. Yeah, but it's not good enough. Every time they're just one step ahead of us. If we keep letting them get away, then how are we gonna protect Toriel, Undyne, anybody? Susie, I understand how you're feeling, but we have our own advantages too. The night only seems to show its face when the dark world. If we can just seal the fountain over to the right, then it'll at least buy us a little more time until we have to face our difficulties again. Yeah, you're right. Chris, let's go. Looks like this is the fountain. Yeah, I guess this is it. Phew. Chris, Susie, I suppose I'll see you in the castle town. Yeah. Let's have another tea party or something. Sure, Susie. The dark fountain. Why aren't they stopping us from stealing it? Well, guess I'm not complaining. Chris, do your thing. I ain't gonna do the song this time. Guess the sun went down, huh? Damn it, Chris, look under the door. That weird smoke. No way. You don't think there's another dark road? Damn it, that means the Knights is still... is locked. Ugh, it's a stupid numbers lock again. Too hard to break either. Guess we can try looking for the combination. Come on. What are these candles with people's names for anyway? It is it is birthdays, right? Prayer. Sure. Obviously. Okay, quit smiling, dumbass. What's the real answer? Pray for Susie, pray for Noel, pray for Azrael. Sure, let's pray for Azrael. Put your hands together and said his name blankly. At least pretend to try. Hey, shouldn't the old man be around here? You gotta get him out of here. Plus, he probably knows where the gold is, right? Guess they use that to put out the candles. Hey, old man. You sleeping in here? Guess not. Hey, this is the priest guy's desk. The code to the door could be in here. Oh, dude, there's a glass case in here. But it's weird. The outside is clean, but... the inside's covered in dust. Dude, it's just a dusty. Hell no. You don't mean when monsters die, their dust is buried. Hey, Chris? Why the hell does the pastor have that in his... There's a hammer inside. And a photo of the old man. Oh, spoopy. The old man, didn't we find out that he was dead in the, like, chapter 1 anyways? I don't really get it, but somehow the dark world, for a moment, it must have, like, revived him. But I think he knew. He was. First, you wanted me to write the letter to Elvin. I think that's this pastor guy. Give me a sec. Alright, got it. Let's go, Chris. Look, so many copies of Lord of the Hammers and some unbabbled notes. It'd take a while to search through all this. It's a bookshelf full of hymnless in scripture. Inside one of the books is a letter. It was the letter A. It's a keyboard. It has settings to sound like either a piano or an organ. You know, when you played piano earlier, it was okay. It was actually kind of cool. I mean that. I'm not saying you should join the choir or whatever, but the Cheerio. If you were playing every week, I might actually want to go to church. That kind of fuck it. It's fucking expressive accent. Listen, it might be long. Sure, why not? So, in one of the places I used to live, there was a plaza, and they put this public piano in it. So I started playing it, thinking, it might be fun. But I guess maybe because I was so bad, or because I just looked like I shouldn't be playing, they told me I wasn't allowed to play it. So I backed off. And then they let somebody else play. Someone better. I don't know why I expected it. I'd be able to play it. Is what I thought then. That night, when no one else was around, I came back, and you know what I did? I smashed it. Based. Yeah, I smashed it. The piano. I don't even really know if I broke it, but I hit it as hard as I could. Hard enough to do some damage. And I ran. A week ago, I knew you did piano. I probably would have just hated that about you. But now, I kinda just wanna hear you play. Damn, I got weird there for a sec. Probably made you want to stop playing even more, huh? I'll play some damn game. Yeah, really? You actually sound pretty confident. Guess you like surprising people. You can play, huh? That's nice. That's a set of bells of different sizes. Looks like I know you want to mess with these, but mess with them. The wardrobe is full of choir robes. There's even one in your size. Damn. Why'd I say it in fucking her voice? Whatever. Damn, why don't we get to wear these? What, I would have to sing or something. Hey, why don't they just let me play the drums, huh? It seems to lead to a small closet. Check inside. What the hell is that? Oh, I bet that's just Jack. Oops. Maybe he's a Halloween decoration. There's other creepy stuff too. There's a big guess. We might not be able to take him back tonight. I'm pretty sure we looked at everything, so. Chris, we haven't gotten any closer to opening this door. But I have an idea. I think we might know. The old man, he could, how to open it. Chris, you're thinking what I'm thinking, right? Let's make it dark world. So, how the hell do you do that again? Reset, concentrate, and stab into the earth. Got anything sharp? Interesting. Hey, Chris, you normally carry this around? Alright, well, let's give it a try. Yeah, you don't just keep your pocket knife on you? Just in case? Concentrate on what I want and... Hey, they actually did it. Hey, Chris, I made a dark fountain. Pretty cool, right? Huh? Maybe I'll let you do it next time. Alright, Dad. Let's go. Interesting. Hey, is it me, or does something seem off? I guess it's like Relzer said. Every Dark World is different. Let's go. It has changed. Interesting. Okay, I guess we gotta go this way. Oh. Is that someone's phone? Ooh. Is something back here? Nah, it's the way back. Okay, cool. But low hopes and dreams, they send 3 heroes at the world's end. There's that prophecy again, the one with us. It's pretty hard to believe. Not just that things have been predicted, sure, but that I'm part of it too, I guess. The light and dark both burning dire in countdown to the Earth's expire. This thing's new. Interesting. Fountains freed, the roaring gives in the roaring cries in Titan's shape from darkness eyes. The third hero, the prince, alone in deepest dark. Hey, Chris, look, it's Rosie. When you first met her. Yes, all three of us have our own prophecies too. If Rosie's the lone prince, I wonder what we are. Come on, there's gotta be another one ahead. Oh, what's up, boss? I am the philosopher who sought to return the dream. Lightening of the mind. The lightening of the mind has changed at best. You can only see another side. I have no clue what I'm doing. That's over here, I guess. Let's see if there's anything else. Doesn't look like it. Oh. It's up here. Is there a way to get up here? Nope. Okay. But, I guess we're not supposed to go up here then, huh? Huh. Die. It's okay. I guess we just aren't going up here then. Is there a way? Let me destroy this real quick. understand everything. Okay. Oh, we can get up here. I don't know if this is worse. I'm not sure. Very strange. Very, very, very strange. I guess this is kind of better than the other side. 'Cause this way it's just like he's just vibing at the statues. That's, fair enough, I guess, Oh, yeah, he's the boss. Okay, cool. Alright. Harmonize. We try to harmonize. Touch the green. Hey. Played a random note. Chest is empty. Yep. Fair enough. What are you doing? I'm trying to practice these statues of my ancestors. A shame I could not meet them. They must have been brilliant. Like the rest of the brutes and barbarians around here. You literally attacked me on sight. What do you mean? You ain't gonna attack me, are you? We know nothing and understand nothing. Okay. The Lord of Screens. Glance. Glance? Is that a C or? Yeah, it's cleaved red into blade. Cleaved red by blade. Jesus Christ, that was hard. Ah, I'm supposed to hit those, okay. I heard there's something inside the Archon? But I don't know where to find an Archon. Or even what one is in the first place. Me neither. Whose dream is this? Chris's dream? Susie's dream? Whose dream is this? Knight's dream? My dream? I don't even know what you are. The first... I get to you for a little bit. Hold on, let me read this. The first hero, the cage with human soul in parts. The cage with human soul in parts. Alright. Hey, this has gotta be you. good illustration, though. Nah, it's accurate. Plus, why is it calling you a cage? Couldn't you be something more like the cool than the cool? Then for the picture, they can like show you like doing a flip or something. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. This song whole lot's gonna be a ringtone. I hope the treasure chest inside was a Rafsty. Cool. Whatever. I might die here. Ah, damn it. Whose dream is this? Left it here. Oh, alright. My fault, I'm gonna pick it up. And last was the girl, at least was the girl. What the fuck does that mean? The girl. You think that means me? Like my prophecy's next? Yeah. I wonder what it says. Come on. Can't go there. Excuse me? The light has changed, but the power that fills you has not. Cool. I think there's anything. The second hero, the girl with hopes crossed on their hearts. Chris! Hey, look! It's me! The girl with hope crossed on her heart. Man, that's badass, isn't it? You think there's anything else but us? We're just standing there, let's keep looking. No, you're just going on to yourself. Phosphor. Haven't you heard of Fearlink? Okay, Fearlink blocked. Interesting. Kinda. I feel like you haven't heard of it, but I don't know why. Oh, trippy. Gotta be honest, Chris, I've never really gotten picked for anything before. never wanted to be my partner in class. Even gotten chose last in gym. But this is like something else, you know? I'm not reading for something important. Because I gotta actually pay attention if I'm not gonna be able to actually pause and listen, so I can't do one in a verse. Before I didn't think I could be a hero. I wasn't good enough. I mean, I was bad. I still kind of mean bad in some ways, I guess. But now I've got hope crossed on my heart. Hope written in truth, written somewhere. Written somewhere no one can erase. Love finds its way to the girl. Hey, what does that mean? Hey, Chris, I've gotta find the next one. You can stay here. I mean, there is some back here, so I mean, I guess out of respect. I think this is supposed to be the way. Alright, let's go on over here. The girl. The girl. Alright. Guess I'm doing this alone. Turning. Press button. No. Somewhat in tune, all music acts became stronger. Ouch! Has this order, okay? A gallery of ancient faces. Welcome to Club Apathy. This is in archaeology exhibit, okay? Rustic our ancestors were, no headdress in sight. They must have concerned themselves only with their work. We should be like them. We should eat only nuts and seeds. These ancient ones called organisms seem to have lived a simple life. Look how they band together. Lessons could be learned. attempting to turn into stern. Hurry up, will you? Interesting. The statue stand, it has your name on it. Yes, you will be a fossil too, won't you? No, come on. Alright. I could just kill them, right? Oh, there's a chatter. Let me bring you up because it's harder for me to read on this monitor. Let me bring you up. That's a person. Alright, hearing that. About to die, bro. Ah. God damn it, gotta do all this again. Fuck. Is there a save over here? Please say that there's a save over here. What do you call a man with one eye? Is there nothing over here? Why does the angel makes it cry? Who will call the girl who snows? I don't know. Haha. I don't know. Okay. Is there nothing over here? It's scared moss. Eat it. The moss was consumed. Gusto. I had to. Continue the cycle and whatnot. Perfectly tuned, all musical acts became stronger. Alright, cool. Gallery. A beautiful specimen, although only the hard carapace remained. If only we could see its delicate pieces. It may have had beautiful feathers, or even a fleshy posterior. Alright. I guess you don't fight me if I don't. Alright. I guess I can still eat, but I just don't want to fucking waste my food. The stone tablets covered in men's beard? In men's beard? Am I saying that right? A front of knowledge. Spellings were different back then in better. Open treasure chests. An awful beast, a relief this creature was before our time. From the body shape, it seems to have eaten meat and fire. You know, something like that. Bruce, hey, Didn't I tell you to wait for a sec? If there's something about me here, then Oh. Last prophecy. The story's end. Ah, fuck it. Is this what happens at the end? It's telling us how to save the world. To save the world, there is only one way. Hey, Chris, this will make everything easy, right? Hey, I was reading that. Old man. Wait. Up. Down we go. It is a long way back. Oh. It is indeed. It is indeed. The floor. Is something down there? Guess that answers that. How come you dumbass? Damn, that was close. Hey, Chris, I think I see it. Come on. Something right here? No. Hey, I was right. It's the old man's study. He must have been leading us here, right? Now all we gotta do is get a hold of him. The fire was run empty and it in its place. A still glow which offers no warmth. Cool. It's an unmanned table of items. Think so? Sure. Hey, that's the old man's, dumbass. You gotta leave some money for something. Dude, that's a $100 cost. It costs $99. You gotta make change. Nah, Nah, screw it. I'm not doing that. You paid it for an extra $1 for the crafty. Cool. How's that one? Guess I have to go up here now. They're gonna let me just step over that 1 inch of a book. Hey, Chris. You think he'd want to come to our castle town? I mean, obviously he would, right? We would literally be stealing a corpse. We would be grave robbers. Might mean taking the hammer, but I'm sure he'd be cool with it, though, right? What is this? Damn, it's dark in here. Hey. Hey, old man, the hell are you going? Come on, Chris, after him. Yeah, I have to go up there. Face to the wall. Crazy. Hey, slow down. The hell? Slow the hell down, old man. We're trying to talk to you. Damn, can't see anything in here. Hey, Chris, wait a sec. Do you hear that noise? Sounds like it was coming from left? Yeah, it totally sounds like. There's a bell. Yeah, that's this way. Another noise. Sounds like it was coming from right. Yeah, it totally sounds like violin. Hey, I heard something else, something again. Damn it. Chris, I slipped and fell down here, down somewhere. Stay there, okay? I'm gonna look for a way back. Not the complete darkness. Seems there's nothing left to do but close your eyes and think about how Susie is doing now. Damn, the hell am I gonna find a way back? Maybe if I just try and listen what's around me. Old man. Oh man, that's you, right? Oh man, hey, we've been looking for you. There's like this door code and I thought you might know the Hey, old man. Are you okay? Old man, what are you doing? Why are you attacking me? You aren't trying to teach me something, are you? Hey, what's the big idea? It's me, Susie. I'm your friend, right? Bro, I did the last one. You don't have to do this. Okay, well, if you're gonna do that, then yeah, never mind. I wrote your letter for you. Don't you? I wrote your letter for you. Don't you? What's the? Okay. Don't you recognize me? Hey, say something. Say something already. Come on, say something already. I'm telling you, I don't want to hurt you, so just... Bruce, hey. Bruce, there's something wrong. There's something wrong with the old man. You have to figure out how to get through to him. Talking but nothing happened. Bruce, why doesn't he recognize you? We have to stop him before anyone gets hurt. But nothing happened. I knew. I screwed up. I screwed up making this dark world. Trying to see him again. Even though he's already... Ah. Old man, listen, I screwed up. I know, but we can bring you to our castle town. If we bring you there, you'll be all better. Interesting. Yeah, everything is just brought back. Okay, cool. The blue flame flickers with the version of a battle unfinished. So we don't have to hurt you. And you don't have to hurt us. If Rosie shows up, you could use pacifier, right, Chris? All you have to do is wait for the old man to get tired. Screw it, old man. If it's really you, I know something you've gotta recognize. See this? You didn't forget my green sparkle, did you? What the hell? What happened to his... Susie, that wasn't the old man. Huh? One of the statues in his sheep, in the shape of his sheep from his study. It must have begun moving when you made this dark road. A statue? Then the old man... He's not in this world, sadly. Darkness pretend after the memory of a loved one. Patterned. Tend to only appear if in very specific darkness. Even if we tried to bring him to Castletown, he... Then why didn't you say something earlier? Huh? First the roaring thing, then you not being real? And now this? What's wrong with you? If you know something, why didn't you just tell us? I'm sorry. I know so many things. I know so many things. I don't know when to say them. I don't want to say them to worry you two. So I end up not saying anything. What do you mean? You know so many things. About the rules of this world, about the prophecy, about what the prophecy says will happen. I didn't ask to know, but I do. I'm sorry if it creeps you out. I'm sorry if you don't tell you everything. If I don't tell you everything. It's just sometimes knowing things, it hurts. And if anyone's going to hurt, let it just be me, okay? Oops, I'm sorry. Rosie, is that why you've been acting so weird today? Why you keep... I've just been trying to stay ahead of you two. So you don't have to see it, so you won't. Because it would... See what? The ending of the prophecy. What? That? Last prophecy thing. Susie, you didn't... No, I mean, please, let me go ahead of you. Now on, please. I'll do every area. I'll do all the work. The next time you two can just hang out and have fun. I could do all the puzzles that I could... Hey, look, it's okay, man. That's prophecy thing, I don't need to see it. So, if it helps, whenever you gotta, you can go ahead alone. But everything else, we're doing it together as a team. And nothing's gonna change that. Nothing. Whatever you like it or not, toothpaste boy. Susie. The first noogie to make someone cry. Sorry. I'm just glad you're friends with me. I'll be more honest, Susie, I promise. Even if it means sounding weird. Rosie, I couldn't get any weird if you tried. You too, Susie. Thanks. Well, let's let's get out of here, Chris. Anything over here? Nope. Susie, there's a few things I still can't say, but from now on, I want to tell you everything I can. So, you know, any codes to any doors? No, I do not. I'm not the fighter security guy. I'm the most important Kaka. No matter what, I'm still here. Do you want to know what I know, Kaka? Not now, dude. Then, anything about Noelle? I know which items of ours she can equip. Then again, you're supposed to equip women. Okay, you're actually no jack great. I suppose this leads back to the start. Do you three want to... Why am I giving you a voice? Do you three want to know the code to the door? Yeah. It's 2202. Haha, it's written on me since I'm the most important. Thanks. Well, go seal the fountain. Okay. Oh, that was the thing, okay. You know, that was a bridge. Well, this is it. See you in a sec. Back again. Oh, it really worked. No. It's the same as before. The first time. I suppose the original Dark World was formed partially of the fountain inside there too. The Knight's two fountains. So it makes sense it would be a similar world as before. Just similar, huh? Chris, the Knight is raiding in there. There's no time to think about anything else. Let's go. Wait. What? Can we pose? Fine, dumbass. Green flame, it glows with the knowledge. Go to old man's study. Sure. Ah, he's not even there. Interesting. What? You emerge from the green flame. Well, you may as well head back though. Back through. That study hall. That study has flaming to knots more than a lonely shack. Aight, cool. The old man isn't here anymore. So what? It's still his stuff. You wanna take anything, we're leaving cash. Susie, then I'll make the change. Just enough. Let me see. Alright, we can go a little bit farther. All around you, blue glass glitters like crystal. As you approach it, the glowing light shines through them, creating a prism only you can see. Do you hear that? The second fountain. It's calling us. The night must already be over there. Chris, let's go. Oh, wait. Got all you. Ah, fuck. Ah. Spare all, what? Spin. See if I missed anything. Nah, I didn't. Okay. Yeah, that was bonus. They'll hear the ring of heaven's gap of heaven's call. Why doesn't it do it, bro? It's annoying. Ah, annoying. Damn it. Nice. Damn it. Damn it. Why is it so hard, bro? Damn it. That time I was distracted by outside forces. Why is it so hard, bro? Ugh. See, I'm thinking like I'm trying to like hold it as I'm getting there. I think maybe that'll work. But like I keep forgetting by the time I get there. I'm just like, I just need to get by. That's all that's on my mind. Fuck. Why did it start so fucking early? Jesus. Damn it! I'm so close! the time to do that. Nice. I'm good now. I'm good. Cards possessed me there for a second. Alright. They'll see the tail of hell take curl. Alright, don't know what the hell that means. This one is for you, right? Just make sure I don't have anything. Alright. I didn't know that was for an item. I thought I had to go there. That's interesting. Well, I guess I did that for no fucking hell. Ouch. Ah! I'm gonna go with something up there. Ouch. The whole lot's about to die. I'm about to die. didn't fucking save after getting that. Ouch. Oh, there it is. The angel banished will finally meet with its desire. Hey, below the words, that picture. What the hell is that supposed to be? That's the angel, Susie. What, to my understanding, it actually looks like. I don't know about that, man. Interesting. It was like a biblically accurate angel. Oh, no, go away. I don't want to deal with you. The flower man trapped in asylum? What? How do you? I'm tired of fucking, bro, be fucking putting words in that just sound fancy, bro. Oh, interesting. Treasure? There is no treasure, only experience. The only side of your mind. Did you miss something there? Of course you didn't. There's nothing to miss. Those who can't speak the truth are liars. And none of us can know the truth, so we're all liars. Look for yourself. There's nothing back there, is there? Is there something? No, I can't go behind you. Okay. But first, I'm not sure what the fuck is happening over here, but first, what do you call a man with one eye? Holy shit! It's not this again, is it? Why does the angel make its cry? Who will call the girl who snows? Alright, it just fucking repeated a joke. Cool. And there's nothing back here? There was a boss the last time, but... Alright, well... I hate that. I hated that. Oh. Cool. attacking me, bro. I didn't do nothing to you. I kind of want to know what it does. Oh. Oh, okay, so it was just twicycle. There's anything back here though. Doesn't look like it. Something up there, I think. Oh, trust, cool. Wharf guard. Doesn't do anything. And decreases the attack. Increases the defense, I guess, a little bit. Yeah. Sure, why not? Don't worry. Cool. Sweet. I can't exit it though. What you doing? What you want? The pink flame, it glows hesitantly. Returns from the green. Not. There's no need for me to. Scarlet or Rhapsody. I mean, I don't know what the hell Scarlet is. What does Scarlet to do? Get ready to brew with. Oh, okay. It's just. Alright. Let's go ahead and buy more of that then. Okay. Oh, cool. Sweet. Looks like this is the last bit. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and end it there. I'm pretty sure, yeah. This might be the last bit, actually, thinking about it, because it just told me I spared everything there, so we gotta. That's probably the last bit. Alright, so, yeah. That's gonna be it for that. I'm pretty sure, like, the next one's gonna be the last one for sure. Then, I believe. And this deltarune was like chapter 4 was like hella fucking shit in it. 3 was very, very lackluster, but I mean, 4, yeah, yeesh, very, very yeesh. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and end it there. Now to the next segment. Next.
I've done a couple of mistakes to avoid
Shut that up. And why you go off?
Why? Videos now, and I gotta.
Why'd you ignore my pause? What the fuck was the point of that? Fucking cunt. Anyways, so yeah, mistakes to avoid when writing characters. So, yeah, by script. Hopefully this is going to be interesting to me, because, like, I mean, theoretically good. It has fucking Fearing in the on the title screen, so it's like I'm very, very interested in knowing if this could be interesting, but who knows?
I've done a couple of
Has a fucking anime in the fucking front screen and the thing, and then doesn't talk about anime whatsoever, and that pisses me off. That pisses me off in certain videos.
Mistakes to avoid videos now, and I gotta say, I started with a couple of my weaker topics. Heck, one of them was more of a pet peeve video than anything actually useful. You see, while I think I'm good enough to give advice on things like world building and avoiding annoying tropes in fiction, these things are not what I would consider to be my expertise. Above all, I consider myself to be a character writer, and I consider it to be the strongest skill that I have when it comes to writing. It's also the topic which I have the most advice to give about, and I'll tell you right now, this video is not going to cover it all. But while a great majority of videos on my channel tell you what to do when writing characters, not all of them tell you what to avoid when writing characters. So in this video, here are a few writing mistakes to avoid when writing characters. The first and most obvious thing to avoid when writing characters is to avoid writing characters which lack a general identity. Characters are not just about what they say or how they act, but also who they are to others and what profession they choose to have. Ask yourself what this character would be doing with their lives if everything was normal in the world and the story. Perhaps they were some sort of craftsman, a well-respected old sage, a gun salesman, or a chef. These types of things don't always need to be relevant to the story, but these types of details will make your story and your characters feel all the more real. Because a lot of our humanity comes from the things we learn and the skills we cultivate. Which is why I've partnered with today's video sponsor, Skillshare. Skillshare is the largest online learning community for creatives with thousands of classes led by industry experts across film, illustration,
no. Fuck out of here, little nigga. Ain't sponsoring me, so I ain't watching it. I'm skipping.
creativity as a practice. What if we thought of our creativity less as some sort of talent and more as a muscle to train and keep ourselves healthy? After all, when we get creative, we tap into the best side of ourselves. That's what Skillshare is here for. It's all about making the choice to learn.
Oh my god, I didn't skip it enough. I thought, okay.
Anyways, back to the video. As I mentioned before, the things we choose to preoccupy our time with are the same things which make us more human. It is our hobbies, our work, the time we spend with others, and the time we spend alone. All of these things are opportunities to show your audience what your character is really about. Now, what you should avoid in this instance is wasting those opportunities. I've seen far too many stories which are more concerned with wasting time and insulting my intelligence than portraying a good character or using downtime effectively. If you are an anime fan, you probably know what filler is, but for the non-weebs out there, however dwindling and insignificant your numbers may be, filler is basically when a show chooses to spin its wheels or halt the story with a meaningless arc as a method of maintaining a weekly schedule while also waiting for the unfinished source material to catch up. For all the normies out there, Game of Thrones' last couple seasons would be a great example of filler, or perhaps a great example of what happens when a show doesn't do filler. Because here's the thing about filler, it's not actually a bad thing inherently. In fact, I think it's important to avoid wasting the opportunity to involve filler in your stories as an intentional choice. As with anything though, you should do this in moderation. However, filler serves a role in fiction which is often ignored when it comes to character writing, in that filler presents the opportunity for our audiences to watch our characters just living their lives. In today's world of TikToks, goldfish brains, and high-paced edits, we can all get overwhelmed by the mass influx of information and entertainment. We have no peace and therefore no time to really breathe or properly think. That's what makes things like going on a walk or taking a long shower so appealing. It's a time to shut off and maybe be alone with your thoughts. A time of peace where you can really get to appreciate the smaller pleasures that life has to offer. Your stories should be the same way, and your characters will benefit from it. Filler is not a bad thing to involve in your stories if you do so with intention and not out of necessity. Every episode which follows the finale of a climactic arc is an opportunity to build your characters and endear them to the audience. How do these characters celebrate their triumph? What do they do when things are peaceful in the story? How do they interact with one another as friends or rivals? What sort of things can you show the audience which are small and ultimately meaningless details but which flesh out and make that character all the more real for them? What sort of phobias, favorite foods, hidden skills, embarrassing moments can you share with your audience about your characters? Most of all, avoid wasting this moment. Dandadan is one of the shows I often reference on this channel because it is just that good of a story, but I also think it's a fantastic example of this. Now, we haven't seen it too often in the anime yet, but we still have seen it. After every arc and every new character introduced to the cast, We always see some sort of cookout or social gathering between the characters as they celebrate their victory, fighting over hot pots, grilling meats, gathered around a table talking and laughing. Everyone is just spending time together and enjoying a meal. As a half Italian, this feeds my soul to see. For me personally,
Yeah, in my opinion, the reason why they do this in Dandadan is because like the whole point is of Dandadan. I see it as like just like a carefree nature of like the average teenager. That's how I see it. Just like how how like kids just have fun as kids, and just like in their imagination and whatnot. That's how I see Dandadan. That's how I interpret it. That's why it's just like there is moments where they just sit around, just have fun, and just goof around.
I'm reminded of the many dinner conversations at my own family's table. I remember going to my grandparents' house every weekend to talk about things I had learned in school, or events that were happening in my life, or new revelations that I had recently about the world and science, or whatever else was interesting to me at the time. Sometimes there was drama, and sometimes we disagreed, but such is life. They are the small, fleeting moments we spend with other people, ones which we can only relive in our memories and cherish. So when it comes to writing your characters, don't forget to give them those types of moments. Slow down the story a little. Focus on building the relationships between your characters. Give them more reasons to work together and enjoy one another's company. Seize those moments of peace, and you'll find that your characters will feel all the more real in the process. Another thing to avoid when writing your characters is a bit more of a pet peeve of mine and a trope which people often misunderstand, and that's to avoid turning a stoic character into a character who's just apathetic and boring. For this example, I'll be using a couple more shows I often reference on this channel for different reasons, and that's Freerun and Solo Leveling. Now, one might think that these two shows do not share a lot in common, and one would be correct in that assumption. However, where I think they intersect is their depiction of a stoic character. Freerun is a stoic character, whereas Sung Jin Woo is an aloof character. It's important for you as a writer to learn this distinction and avoid writing a character like Sung Jin Woo, as easy and cathartic that it might be to write about a male power fantasy. On the surface, we might think that these two characters are both equally emotionless and both equally stoic badasses during a fight. However, the difference between a character like Freerun and a character like Sung Jin Woo isn't what they do, it's what they don't do. Stoicism is about self-control, mental fortitude, and overcoming destructive emotions. Stoicism is not about getting rid of your emotions as much as the typical dude bro influencers might want you to believe. A true stoic character is one who exhibits every other positive emotion when not in conflict. Stoic characters show excitement. They can be smug, happy, anxious, and they can grieve openly. Because stoicism is not about getting rid of your negative emotions, it's about learning to control them and understand them. It's also about learning when those emotions are useful and when they are not. We can see Freerun exhibit all of these things during the story. They are small moments, but they go a long way to show the depth of her character and personality. She might not have strong emotions, but she very clearly has them. Then we look at Sung Jin Woo, and we have to wonder what this guy actually cares about outside of fighting monsters in a dungeon and getting stronger. I mean, he cares about his family, I guess. Oh, we get to see him angry sometimes during battle. Well, I mean, that's not really stoicism, is it? Fighting with anger is far from stoic. Sure, it resonates with the audience to feel angry and cheer on Jin Woo when he dunks on the monsters that made him angry in the first place, but lashing out in anger is not stoicism. In fact, none of Jin Woo's personality traits are stoic at all. It's never...
Alright, here's the thing, right? So don't get me wrong, I understand why he's bringing up solo leveling, but like, where in solo leveling does it say that he's supposed to be stoic? Like, don't get me wrong, right? I'm not saying that he is a good written character. He isn't. Like, solo leveling in its entirety isn't a good written anime. It's just eye candy. And I hate it when people bring this up and criticize the fuck out of it. I feel like they do this because Solo Leveling won Anime of the Year. And it's like, and that probably pisses people off to no end, which I do get. And I do believe that it should have gone to Fearin. But like, again, at the end of the day, it's stop bringing it up though, because it's like it's not supposed to be looked at as like a good writing material. It's just to be as look like it's just eye candy. Solo Leveling is just eye candy. You watch it and go, ooh, ah, nice, and then just get it read. You can just go on with your day. Like, stop bringing up Solo Leveling. Stop smashing on my boy Sanji and Rue. You look at it and go, ooh, ah, I want to fuck him or I want to be him. And that's it. You go on with your day. End of story.
That he's in control of his emotions. It's more so that he doesn't really have them at all. This man's only two emotions are light skin stare and light skin glare. We never get to see what makes him happy. Has this man ever laughed, chuckled, anything? Like, I mean, occasionally we'll see him curl a bit of a smile every now and then, but it's rare. I don't think I've ever seen Jinwoo get excited about something, or even mischievous, or joke about anything. He's kind of just meant to be the guy that doesn't care about anything. But the problem with characters like that is that if they don't care about anything in the story, then it becomes harder to care about the story itself. This is what an aloof character looks like. They are...
Again, you're not supposed to care about the story. You're supposed to look at it and go, nice. Ooh, that's awesome. How did he do that? God, I wish I was in his pants. Or, I mean, in his shoes.
Person who isn't very friendly to others or forthcoming. They're emotionally distant from other characters. The show goes to great lengths to ensure that Jinwoo is always solo and almost always leveling. In the process, Jinwoo and his shadows end up being the only characters who actually matter to the story. The S rank is completely devalued in the first few arcs of the show to the point that they need to create a national level hunter, only for that national level hunter to also be devalued before it ends up challenging Jinwoo at all. This brings me to my next point, which is to avoid removing obstacles before they can challenge your characters. Challenge and conflict is at the core of every story you can imagine, and equally, every story has character growth. You cannot write an engaging story without some level of
Back-to-back peak animes just showed. This, I forgot what it's called. What the fuck is it? Abyss? Yeah, Abyss. Made in Abyss. Or is it just Abyss? Made in Abyss. It's Made in Abyss. This is a fucking peak show. I don't know if they just recently, if they came out with another season any recently. At all recently, but like this is a fucking peak show and
has character growth. You cannot write
Steins Gate, I think. Yeah, Steins Gate, peak show too. Fucking give those fucking shows a watch. Fucking the both of them are peak.
An engaging story without some level of conflict, struggle, or growth in it. You cannot live life without some level of struggle, conflict, or growth either. The thing you should avoid most, however, is foreshadowing an engaging challenge only to force your character to grow too powerful before they can be challenged by it. I would say Solo Leveling struggles greatly with this problem. The author is constantly promising us a future threat which is going to challenge...
Jesus Christ, he's still talking about Solo. He is butthurt about the fucking the Animes Award, isn't he? He is butthurt about this. Jesus, bro. Get this fucking show out of your fucking mouth, bro. I hear you. Just stop. Stop talking about it. Jesus. I get it's not a good show, all right? It's not a good written show. But that's not the point of this show. Jesus. Damn.
Sung Jin-woo and really make him struggle. Whether it's
bouncing
Dong
on it,
Suk,
bro.
the
I'm
other
jealous.
S ranks, the Ant Island, the national level hunters, the one and only 7-star hunter, and even the other monarchs. Again and again, we're promised a cool and challenging opposition to our main character, only for our main character to grow beyond them long before the clash even happens. All of that build-up is for nothing, and it just ends up feeling like a cheap way to keep people engaged. It's like the Elon Musk of storytelling. The writer just keeps promising bigger and better things with confidence, and then never delivers on any of it. But you might be wondering.
I mean, fair enough about the fucking Elon Musk thing, because, like, I'm pretty sure I remember him saying back in like 2013, 14, where this nigga kept saying that we're gonna be on living on Mars by 2025. It's 2025 now. We haven't even touched the fucking planet. I mean, we have technically, but not a human. Like, Jesus Christ, bro. Get on that. What are you doing? Like, what have you been doing lately? Fucking with fucking Trump. What are you doing?
What does that have to do with character writing? And that's a fair point to bring up here. The reason I consider this to be a part of character writing, even though it's mainly plot focused, is because a problem like this starts and ends with the growth and progression of your character. It's not the foreshadowing or the cool plot points that the author of Solo Leveling promised to their audience. It's the fact that they undermined all of that good storytelling with Sung Jin Woo growing too powerful too quickly. You need to remember that there are more ways for a character to grow than just introducing a new power or making them stronger. What sort of things change in their mindset which prepare them for their next challenge? Who do they meet in the story that might be able to assist them in overcoming a challenge they were not yet prepared to face? What sort of revelations, wisdom, and experiences do the characters gain as they slowly march towards the next biggest threat? Finally, how does your character struggle, fail, and persevere through the challenge you have promised? What sort of dramatic triumphs can you involve in this moment? And what does victory mean to your character? These are all questions which should be asked and answered in your story as you write it. Don't be afraid to show your characters being vulnerable or even unprepared. It is far more compelling to see characters who struggle and adapt than it will ever be to see characters who are constantly unchallenged because of how powerful they are. Also remember that this challenge doesn't always need to be in the form of a fight, but it does need to be some sort of conflict. One Punch Man, the series which inspired the writer of Solo Leveling, writes this perfectly. That's because One Punch Man avoids another common mistake many writers tend to make, which I would like to term shonen tunnel vision. Now, you might know that I tend to make up a lot of words and terms on this channel, but I think the term shonen tunnel vision is pretty apt. I define shonen tunnel vision as any story which views character progression as a matter of increasing power levels and centralizing the importance of every character in the story around how powerful they are in comparison to one another. The greatest example of this is Dragon Ball, wherein characters like Tien Shenhan and Yamcha fall to the wayside as the rest of the cast outgrows their power level. However, the one place we do not see it where you would think that we'd find it is One Punch Man. Now, spoilers for the manga, but One Punch Man really hits its stride during the Monster Association arc. We are treated to the perspectives of the other S-class heroes of the story. And pretty soon, the show becomes less about Saitama and more about these other characters and the politics between them. Everyone in the S rank thinks of themselves as the main characters of their own story, while their fellow S rank members are the side characters. And you know what? They're all kinda correct. Each and every single one of the S rank heroes shows that they are all worthy of being the main characters of their own unique stories. When we see them separate to exterminate the monsters within the Monster Association, we see the ways in which these characters struggle, fail, and triumph. We see the ways in which they adapt to a challenge far beyond their current level of power. Each of these S-rank heroes is incredibly overpowered and yet incredibly underprepared for this challenge. Every single one of them ends up fighting until the very last bit of their strength as they persevere and reach new levels of power like any main protagonist would. Not only that, but we get to see them work together, fighting side by side for their own survival, desperately struggling to deal with monstrous threats in front of them, only to realize just how brutally outmatched they really are. However, it's almost never done in a degrading way. Sure, many of the S-ranks are humbled by the adversaries they face during this arc, but none of them are ever shown to be useless. If anything, we get to see just how useful they are. All of this despite the fact that Saitama could probably destroy the entire Monster Association by himself without even really breaking much of a sweat. Because while One Punch Man shows off the power levels of every other character, it also shows us all the reasons we should care about these characters beyond their relative power in the verse. We get to see their stories, their motivations, and their deepest fears. We get to see what holds them back, as well as how they overcome it. Above all, it provides context to Saitama's power in the story. It shows us where the world would be without him around. It shows us the difference he makes in the lives of others. But none of that can happen if we don't first know about the lives he is impacting. Because the main conflict surrounding Saitama is the conflict of social credit. So in order to avoid shonen tunnel vision, it's important we give some of our side characters a moment to shine in the spotlight. These characters don't necessarily need to fight or defeat the biggest threats in your story. They just need to fight and defeat something with stakes and importance in the story. It's about establishing the context of your power levels and really grounding the audience in your world with your characters. Show them all of the things which matter beyond a character's strength. It's the moments we fall in love with characters like Moomin Rider, Genos, King, or Garo. The things which motivate our characters are far more compelling than the powers which our characters possess. Another mistake you should avoid when writing characters is to never allude to or offhandedly mention a character you do not inevitably intend to introduce into your story. Now, I may say never, but that's not entirely true. There are instances, such as with historical figures in your world, which you either cannot introduce into your story for logical reasons, i.e. the fact that they are historical figures who are long dead, or should not introduce to your story because they serve only one purpose to flesh out the world building, and introducing them into the story would basically just be answering a question nobody asked. If someone is giving a history lesson to your characters, it's not always necessary to introduce them in this instance, for example. However, it might be fun to establish some lore every now and then. Regardless, this is something I'm listing as a mistake to avoid because it's something that I myself struggle quite a bit with as a writer. Sometimes when I'm writing, I'll come up with a new character on the spot to serve a particular purpose in the narrative. Whether it's offhandedly mentioning them in dialogue or foreshadowing a character who I do not plan to establish or introduce until much later in the story. When I get to do this, I always try to remember the characters I offhandedly mention because I will often forget that they exist. I personally think that this is a normal part of writing, and it's also a pretty big mistake. Imagine building up a character and promising a cool encounter to the audience just to not do it because you forgot about it. Now, when I say this, I also want to stress this again. Do not mention characters that you do not intend to use later in.
Yeah, this is why you gotta build a skeleton for your story and whatnot. Someone texted in the drip track like we bring you up because I can't see the. It's hard for me to read on the other monitor. So brilliant, brilliant, my friend. Absolutely brilliant. Honestly, profound words, honestly, beautiful. But yeah, that's why you bring up a skeleton. So you keep in line. You build a skeleton of your story. So that way you keep in mind of like what you have to do and like what's the whole point of your story in the first place. That's what that's the whole that's why you bring up your thing. Oh, and also just on the side note, just to bring up because like I haven't watched One Punch Man yet because I heard that it was like fucking ass. I'm going to binge it though. I heard that the animation was ass, which is unfortunate, but I am gonna binge the anime though, just because like it'll just be easier to just watch it all in one fell's gulp than sit into the just be spoon fed little by little the shitty animation. Yeah.
The story. This doesn't mean that you cannot have a flashback or write a historical story or some type of lore for your world from the perspective of a long dead character. It also doesn't mean that it's necessarily a bad thing to plan on introducing or using a character only to forget about it until much later on. Sometimes when you allude to a character who does not exist in the story yet, it can serve as a tool to pull out when you've hit a wall during your writing process. All of this is a part of the illusion of character writing. You set something up very early, and then you pay it off when you need it later. All the while, everyone is praising you for what a genius you are when you know you're not just an idiot who forgot that character existed until you reread the first few chapters of your story, and decided it was a good idea to reintroduce them into the story. You might be a complete dumbass, but everyone thinks you're really smart, and that's what matters. Jokes aside, I think there's one thing that needs to be understood about this, which is that you should never end a story with unintroduced characters. Never bring up a random name of importance and then end the story without ever having introduced or delved into that character. Even if it is just for flavor, it's very rarely ever a good idea to give a name of a random character you never plan to use in the story or some sort of side story down the road. Some advice that I would tie to this is to also avoid making characters who are more interesting when they are a silhouette on the screen than they are when they are actually introduced. I get it. Sometimes it's hard to understand why certain characters are so beloved when the only thing we know about them is that they're strong and mysterious. But the thing we need to avoid is getting rid of that mystery. Now, that's not always possible, since the act of introducing a mysterious foreshadowed character is, in and of itself, solving the mystery of that character. But we should always remember what we are taking away from a character by introducing them to the audience. In its place, we need something which endears the audience to this mysterious character. We can even allow them to keep up their cool air of mystique and intrigue, but we can also lean into all of the assumptions the audience made before they were introduced. This is a case where we need to be conscious of what our audience's reaction is to a certain character. If an unintroduced character is often speculated about, you should do your due diligence to learn what people's expectations are. Look at fan theories, or ask your beta readers directly what they think that character is or what purpose they should serve in the story. When your writing aligns with the expectations of your audience, it can make for a very satisfying payoff down the road. Speaking of payoffs, I think one of the biggest things you should avoid when writing dialogue or character moments is cheapening those emotional highs with too many gags or jokes that ruin that moment. Have you ever been watching a show or a movie where two characters have really interesting and genuine dialogue with each other and they just share this unique moment, only for one of them to break the tension with something like, yeah, that emotional shit is pretty stupid, right? This fucking sucks, actually. It's almost like the writer is insecure about any jokes that might be made out of a genuine or vulnerable moment between their characters, so they end up trying to get ahead of it and ruin their own moments so they can be in on the joke. It constantly feels like we always have to pretend that these moments and emotions aren't real. Like we've always got to hide our true selves behind a mask of humor or a facade. We undercut those emotional moments because we're afraid of being vulnerable. We're afraid of showing our true selves and being mocked for it. In the same vein, we're afraid to write genuine, heartfelt moments for the risk of having someone else undercut them. We're so embarrassed by our own desires and interests that we would rather tear them down ourselves than allow someone else to do it for us. And so everyone else does the same. We lie to ourselves and others. We allow ourselves to be bullied out of our passions. And then, by the end of it all, we think that something is missing in our lives, but we can never seem to figure out what it is. That thing that you're missing is the courage to have some genuine human connection, to leave yourself bare to the world for all to see and judge. It's one of the most difficult things to overcome in life, and some people may never do it. In this age of talk ticks, sponsored ads, fake personalities, and unkept promises, sometimes our fiction is the only time anyone can find something genuine and real to relate to. Allow your characters to have moments with each other. Avoid undercutting drama with humor as much as possible, and allow your characters to have something real. Whether it's the stories we write about, the shows we watch, or the characters we attach ourselves to, it doesn't matter if they never happened or they don't actually exist. Because the thing that's real about storytelling and fiction, and the thing that makes our characters real, are the things which you put into them from your life. It's the moments you allow yourself to be vulnerable and share it with the rest of the world. The times when you are willing to create something and show it to the world as it is. When you draw your line in the sand, plant your flag and say, this is what I enjoy, please look at it. with all the confidence you can muster, because those genuine emotions are real. They will always be real no matter what happens, and they will be far more impactful than a cheap laugh ever could be. So show your true character and start writing.
Emotional shit, bro. Fucking lame. Yeah, that was a good video, though. Good video. Alright, cool. Yeah, I'll give it a like. Probably even go on this channel, see if there's anything else I want to look at. But yeah, nice little wholesome way to wrap up that little bit. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this stream. Hope you guys have a beautiful day, and you've been keeping up with your New Year's resolution. You better be.